Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So on today's video we are going to be doing another console repair video, and for today we've actually got a original Xbox but the crystal version. So this isn't actually one of my consoles. I'm actually repairing this for someone else. One of the guys at the Sunday Boot Fair bought this, and he said that the disk drive doesn't eject. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it on the desk, get it tested. What I'm also probably going to do while we're in there, I'll probably do the clock capacitor for him, and then also do the swap out the thermal paste as well. But what I want to do is I want to get it tested, check that drive, see if we can get that working first before we do anything else. So let's jump over to the desk and then we'll have a look and see how we get on. Okay, so I've got the Xbox all hooked up and ready to go. I think you can see just here, I've got it on the screen there, but I'll pop up a window from my game capture. So let's turn it on and see what it does. So it's all turning on alright, which is good. Right, so the clock has come up, so the capacitor is definitely going to need replacing. So we'll definitely do that in today's video. But, so what I'm going to do, I am just going to go straight past that. So we're at the home screen now. And if I press the eject button, okay, so that looks okay. Right, so let's try a game in here. Okay, so give it a second. Right, so I don't know if you can hear, but it seems like it's trying to eject. Okay, so we have got a problem with the drive there, so it's now not ejecting. Okay, so that's fine then. I don't need the game because, yeah, if we can't properly eject it. So I'm just going to turn that off. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over, plug in my other camera as well, just so that we've got that. Okay, so what we're going to do is to get the Xbox open. There are 4 screws under each of the feet. And then we've got a screw just under this label and a screw under this label. So I'm hoping with some IPA and the plastic scraper we can get these 2 labels up without damaging them. But yeah, we'll just do what we can with them. As for these, as for the feet, I am literally just going to pry them up. And we'll replace the adhesive underneath. Those are sort of easy enough to do. Actually, that one come off intact, so that's good. Same for that one. So what I'm going to do is try and keep them in the same positions as well, so we can put them back where they come. So these are fairly straightforward, and actually I will say they've probably got some good adhesive on there, so they're not you're not getting a lot of residue sort of left on. There you go, so they all come off fairly well actually. So then we've got some Torx screws to undo. I think it is that one. Yep, there we go. So fairly long screws on these as well. But the thing is with a lot of the Xboxes, The way that they put the system together is the screws go right the way through the console. Right, so now comes what will be the difficult part. So as I say, we've got to get this sticker up first. So there we go, there's the first one up. So I'm just going to pull that screw straight out and then just put it back down. So looking at it, we can see that there's now a sort of checkered mark on there. So I've not been too successful at getting that one up, but as I say, the ends justify the means with these original Xboxes, because obviously we need to get the clock capacitors done. But if I can at least get them done in a way where there's not a big hole in the sticker, because I'm not a fan of that. I know a lot of people don't mind it, but for me, I just prefer the stickers to be as intact as possible. Okay, so there we go. We've got all of the screws out now. So if we turn it over, and then the top part of the cover should just lift off. There we go. So I'll put that off to the side. So we've got the CD drive here, which will pull out and strip that down. Probably just needs a belt. That's normally what happens with these. And then we've got the hard drive this side. So let me just have a quick look. Yeah, so we've got 3 screws to remove. We've got one just here under the ribbon cable, one at the front here, just down there in front of the drive, and then there's another one just down there as well. So these are now Phillips screws. I think, no they're not, they're still Torx, but they're just a lot smaller. I'll get that screw in a second. And what I want to do is just grab those out before we do anything more. Alright, so that's all the screws out. So now it should just be a case of unhooking the ribbon cable on the back there, and what I'm going to do is completely remove the ribbon cable, and then with the actual hard drive cable, it just needs to be pulled up and just work it out of the slots there. And there we go. So the hard drive's out now. I'll just put the lid back on my IPA bottle. And then so there's a small little cable at the back there, which is the power for the CD drive, and then that should just lift straight out. So let's have a quick look. So the capacitors don't actually look in bad nick. So I think this one here is the clock capacitor. Yeah, they don't look too bad actually. Okay, I'll have a look at them in a little while. But for now, let's put the actual Xbox off to the side. And let's start having a look at this. So, the caddy should just pull off. He says. Oh, there you go. So just in the side there, a couple of clips. There you go. Just need to get them over that, and we'll put that off to the side. So we have got that's. There we go. So there's the eject button. I just want to have a look at the. Yeah, the belt seems okay. So what we'll do is we will get it opened up and have a quick look. So have I got the right screwdriver head? Yes, I have. Right, and then at the top should just lift straight up. There we go. So that's interesting. So now it won't. Ah, there we go. No, actually, looking. Let me zoom in on that belt. So if you see, as we pull it in and out, the belt just doesn't look to be running right. So let's. Yeah. Oh, let me. There you go. So you look at the belt and it is completely misshapen. So what I'm going to do is I've got a pack of them just here. And there you go. I think I've got. Let's have a look. Let's make sure we get. I want to try and get one that is slightly smaller. And can I actually remove the tray on this drive? No, I don't think I can. So let's just try. No, that belt's definitely too big. I don't know if I've got one the right size actually. Oh, might well. So what you also need to make sure is that the belt isn't twisted, which I actually think it is. There we go. Still not convinced that that belt is the right size, but what we'll do, put all them off to the side for a minute. Grab the Xbox. So we need the caddy and the hard drive to go back in, and then we'll need to plug the cables back in. Right, I'm going to stand up for this because it's a bit easier. Right, so there you go. I've just put it together very loosely because, as I say, I'm just purely going to be trying the actual drive. But in order to try it properly as well, we also just need to plug in the AV cable, because with the Xbox they don't like not having the AV cable plugged in. So now we're plugged in, we turn it back on. So what's good is we can see that the drive is spinning up and doing everything it should do. Okay, so that seems to be working fine now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and put the top back on the CD drive, and then actually get it hooked up to my screens again. And then what we'll do is we'll test it with an actual disc as well. So yeah, give me a couple of minutes and I will, yeah, I'll be back for that. Okay, so everything's back together now, so we can actually test it. So if I get it turned on, actually, one thing I am missing is the controller. I've got a miles long cable on this. Right, so what is good is that the time didn't come up, so that proves that the clock capacitor is fine. So that's good. So what we'll do now is I'll grab the disc and we're going to give Conker's Live and Reloaded a bit of a go. So your Xbox disc can't make sure that it's an Xbox game, DVD or movie, CD. Also check to see if the disc is dirty or damaged. Okay. Right, so let's take that out. I don't see why it wouldn't play. Yeah, probably could do with going through the disc cleaner. Okay, let me go and grab another disc. Okay, so we're going to do Broken Sword, the Sleeping Dragon. I know that this is good because I captured footage from this the other week. Okay, so that could be then that the laser's not... there might be something wrong with the laser, which... okay. So let's take that out. So what I'm going to do is pull the CD drive apart again, and then what we'll do is we'll give the laser a bit of a clean. Okay, so I've got the drive stripped down again now, and what we're going to do is give the laser a bit of a clean. Overall, the drive itself doesn't look too bad. So just very gently wipe over the laser, and I'm just quickly going to run it around this bit. Yeah, obviously we've seen that the laser does work, we've seen that it spins up, so yeah, if cleaning it doesn't work, it could mean that the laser has died, so we may need to do a replacement on that. Obviously before I do anything like that, I will speak to the guy that I am repairing it for, because dependent on what the cost of the laser will be, it might not be beneficial to him, because I know that the guy that I'm repairing it for is actually a reseller, so he's going to be, his intention is to sell the console once it's working. Okay, so we're all hooked up again, and yeah, I've got everything plugged in, so let's turn it back on. And then, fingers crossed, no, still not recognising the disc, so I'm just going to go and have a quick look. I'm going to try and grab a disc that is literally pristine, and then at least we know if that doesn't work, then we know that it's the drive. Okay, so the last disc that I'm going to try is going to be Star Wars Obi-Wan, and looking at the disc, it is in really good condition. So if this doesn't play, I know 100% this works, because once again I've captured footage from it recently. So yeah, I think that we've got a dead drive or dead laser. So yeah, unfortunately we're not going to be able to fix this without either a drive or a laser replacement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the console back together, have a chat with the guy that I got it off. So yeah, either we will do a revisit on this, or we will yeah, I'll give it back to him and see what he wants to do. So yeah, a bit of a shame. I was hoping that it would just be the belt, which we have proven that the belt part did need replacing, but it is looking like the laser's also going to need looking at. So yeah, unfortunately it isn't going to be a successful repair on this occasion, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. So with that, that is going to wrap up today's video. But before you head off, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're not already, smash that subscribe button for more repair videos just like this. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.